Well, I've known Mary Brindle for many years. I knew her husband in grade school, and I've been able to play in various ensembles with her through the years. She's a phenomenal musician. She's been teaching local kids how to play the French horn. She's probably taught hundreds. She's also put together ensembles for her students. She's first chair in the Edina's John Philip Sousa band, and she also used to help put together the 4th of July parades. She's just been totally dedicated to the community, and not just through her music, but she was also in the Rotary and helped put together business relationships with China. She's just been an untiring advocate for our community.
I have worked for Councilmember Brindle for 10 years, and I have a lot of outstanding memories about her. Some of the fondest, I think, are a couple of times when we've been able to travel together with the council to the National League of Cities conference in Washington, D.C. We got to spend time together, and we got to eat together and see speakers together and attend classes together. And I really have enjoyed that time with her. Councilmember Brindle was very involved in adding to the pedestrian and cyclist safety of the community, and she was an early supporter of setting up our PACS fund that allows us to use franchise fees to fund sidewalks and cyclist safety in the community. Those will be improvements that people will benefit from all over the community, and they'll never be quite sure how they came there, but Mary Brindle had a lot to say about that, and she was a big advocate for it.
How do I know Mary Brindle? I think I've known her for about 20 years and got to know her first through Rotary, as I recall. And she was just so active in the Rotary organization. And what you come to learn about Mary over time is that she's just got this huge heart for service. And whether it's Rotary or it's other things going on in the community, to me, I always looked at Mary like she was, volunteer of the decade. Even before she got on the city council, which was another way of helping her town, she was always thinking about others first. And that's the way she's always been, and that's the way she's built, and that's the way she continues to be. And when she's done serving on the city council, she'll be that way until she can't do it anymore.
Sometimes I've watched TV and I see her on there, and she's always very thoughtful. She's always very calm and doing a good job. Most of my memories of Mary are more of her making trails in the wilderness and me having difficulty keeping up with her.
I think of Mary as someone who is warm, who is curious, and I think of somebody who wants to get things done. And that's a great combination of personal attributes. And she draws people to her and to help her accomplish goals for the community.
When you think about Mary's service to Edina, whether it's on the city council or some other place, she's always doing first-rate work, very conscientious. You can't find a more honest person to deal with than Mary Brindle, and straightforward. She's very kind-hearted, but she's very straightforward, and she knows, where her mind is and where her judgment is going to fall. She's able to make really good decisions.
I have worked for a lot of city council members in my life, and Mary Brindle is near the top of that list for me. I've really enjoyed working for her. She's somebody who can listen to residents and take them very seriously in terms of their concerns, but also share that information in a sensitive way with city staff to try to get at the best possible outcome for everyone. And that's a good skill set as well.
When we face issues like airplane noise in Edina, Mary took up the gauntlet right away and grabbed that mantle and proceeded on with helping the city of Edina, representing our interests over there, because we sure didn't want to get caught in a situation with this new technology, GPS controlled, where they were running 2 tracks of flights out to the west, and both of them were going over Edina every couple of minutes. So Mary's been really vigilant about watching what's going on there, being responsive to neighbors, I think, in her neighborhood and beyond that are closer to the airport, and making sure that the interests of the residents of Edina and the city of Edina were well protected.
I've had the pleasure of working with Mary Brindle on the Noise Oversight Committee at the MSP International Airport. It's been such a pleasure working with you, Mary. I hear you're retiring soon, and you certainly are going to be missed. I especially will remember your thoughtfulness, your tenacity, and how you go to bat for your constituents. I was always impressed by how you would take the time and effort to research matters thoroughly so you could do and say what was in the best interest of not only the Edina residents, but all of the residents of the Twin Cities area. You really were a thoughtful member of the NOC, and you will be missed sorely. Best of luck to you in your retirement, and go enjoy that wonderful community of Edina. Thanks for your service.
Thanks, Mary. You've done a great job for everybody. I know you can't sit still, so I'm sure you'll continue some other capacity.
Mary, you've been an important part of my life. You helped bring me to Edina in 2010. I'm going to miss you from our city council, but I look forward to whatever your next phase is in Edina. Thanks for your service.
Mary, as you begin this retirement now, right after the first of the year, I think we're coming into one of your favorite seasons, which is winter. And headlong into winter with a lot of snow, I think is what you like. You and Ralph getting up north, tromping around in the snow, whether it's on cross-country skis or snowshoes. I just think that's some part of your life that you really love. And so as you go through the winter, really enjoy yourself and make sure that you stay in touch with all of us. And I know that you'll be thinking of new ways you can help the community. And we would embrace that willingness to help us out in a different way. Thanks, Mary. Thanks for all that you've done. You've been just a superb city council person. Really, we're going to miss you a lot.